Oh my god, these pores, they're just all up in this.
It's more than you know.
It's the end of 2023, end of the year, end of something, you know? I feel like something's about to change. I've been saying it for some time now. Look, you never know. But I'm grateful. From the beginning of this year to now, of course, I never knew I was going to be here where I am at this point, because that's kind of how the future goes. You never really know until you're in it. But I'm grateful. I'm really grateful for how far I've come this year, all the lessons that have been learned. I'm grateful that I am finally in a place locally, like location wise, and just mentally, emotionally, that I want to be in, you know, and it's a good place to leave off the year. It's not like I'm leaving off the year with anything like hanging, you know, things that I need to let go, I let go, you know. I'm not trying to bring them into 2024 with me, you know, but this year went quick, you know. I don't know if anybody else felt it, but this year went quick. We started in a retrograde, you know, but I didn't know what this year was going to bring. I was going live. I'd gone live, or I started live in December of last year, actually. So it would have been 1 year now, around nowish, that I've been going live, which is so crazy to think. But now looking back, you know, it's so crazy how just time flies when you're having fun. But at the beginning of this year, I was doing lives. I was just focusing on my business, focusing on growing. And then Saturn went into Pisces, and that just became the show right there. Netflix documentaries watched, tea brewing, my personal life, babes. More at 11. This year has definitely been a lot of harder lessons. But I'm finally starting to put myself, you know, out there, and or at least taking myself out of my comfort zone. Because look, after all these lessons, I'm just like, look, I'm just gonna stay to myself. But you know, that's not a way to live, right? After those lessons, after moving, after readjusting myself, after moving to my Pluto descendant, oh my God, I don't know if I told you guys, I moved to my Pluto descendant line. Do not recommend. But now that I'm on the other side of, you know, the Pluto energy or the Pluto themes that have played here, I will definitely say that it's like, it's been empowering, but going through it, oh no, different story, different energy, because let me tell you. But I'm finally in a place where I'm like, I love and respect my landlord and his girlfriend. Like, I'm starting to meet people that I actually enjoy, you know. Like, I'm finally in a place that I'm like, oh, I can breathe, I can take the weight off, I'm not stressing, you know. It's a really good place to be in. And at the beginning of this year, I was in that place, but there was so much that I did not know, or like so much that I did not know that was coming. Like at the beginning of this year, I really just didn't know how I was going to continue on TikTok. I didn't know how I was going to continue with anything really, because we started this year in a retrograde. It's interesting to see how things just like come about and fall into place, and you really just go with the flow. And that's really what I've been doing this whole year. And I guess now I have a better outlook on going with the flow, or better trust with going with the flow. I'll say that, because I'm the type of person, I like to plan everything, or I like to have at least things scheduled and have a routine for certain things. But I'm realizing there are certain things that we can't control, and the way that things are gonna go, the way that things are gonna just come in and fall out, I can't control that. You know, this year I have definitely gotten closer to God. I've definitely learned my beliefs. So Saturn in the ninth, let me tell you, not a transit I recommend. I don't know. Not that I don't know, but like, I'm just, no, I don't want to have to go through the beginnings of that again, because that was rough. But I now have a better understanding of my beliefs. I now have a better understanding of my philosophy, or at least the meaning of my life and the life that I'd like to create for myself, you know. And I also have a better understanding of the people that I would want to bring into my life as well too. Lesson learned there. I also learned with I attract a lot of Gemini energy this year, and I spoke a lot about that in my last video too. But I realized the lesson here was that I was actually ascending, because in my draconic chart I have Pluto in Gemini, and oh my God, let me tell you, left and right I've been attracting the Gemini energy. But you know what, I must say to you, Gemini people, you know, you have taught me a lot of lessons, you know, and I still found love for you. That's right. That's right. That's growth. That is growth there, you know, because it hasn't always been that. No. But you know what? I'm grateful for where I am now. I'm grateful for all that is currently and all that is to come. Going into 2024, I don't know. I'm like, I really don't know what 2024 is going to bring. It's kind of like you know when you're playing a game and it's kind of like the unlocked character or like the unlocked level. That's kind of like what 2024 is. Although we're like what 7 days away from it because today's Christmas. Merry Christmas, by the way. Happy Hanukkah and happy holidays. But yeah, now like we're about 7 days from the new year, and I have no clue like what the new year is going to bring. Next week is going to be a new year, a new energy, and I don't know. I'm just kind of going with the flow into this next year. To be completely honest, I have no expectations. Of course, there are manifestations that I would like to come into fruition. Look, but I'm like. At the end of the day, I'm not stressing about anything. I'm glad that I have a bed to sleep in. I'm glad that I have a roof over my head, clothes on my back, and a bonnet over my head. Because look, my roots would reach out and say hi if they could. Yes. But for the most part, I'm not going to be too redundant. I just wanted to get on and say thank you for another great year. Thank you for, keeping up with this journey for those who do. And for those that don't, well, if you're watching in the future, hey, from the past. But I'm grateful. I'm grateful to see where this is going. And that's it. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah. If you celebrate, well, Hanukkah's over. Well, Happy Kwanzaa, and I'll see you in the next year. New Year. Bye.